Welcome back. 27 minutes past the hour. It's time now to talk about car care. Lauren Fix is here for Tom T. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
In the past couple of days, we've been dealing with a lot of weather elements, and I know that automotive experts are always talking about be prepared for this kind of weather.
Oh, really?
You got any tips for us?
Oh, lots of tips. I mean, carrying an emergency bag is not like a big deal. I mean,
Yeah.
we live in Buffalo. We know it's going to snow. So snow tires and taking care of your car and all that really makes a huge difference. And people do forget about that. And so when you're going to go out in this weather, especially today, if you're going to be out the mall doing your holiday shopping, one of the things you really want to do is make sure, one, if you haven't checked your tire pressure in a long time, there are a lot of service facilities open today. I would actually take that time and get your car repaired because that snowy weather is not leaving for quite a while. An emergency kit does include more than just a set of jumper cables. If you don't know what you're doing, get one of those complete packages. They have them that are, the jumper cables are built right in. I know we've talked about those in the past. And also that includes a first aid kit. And that includes all those things that we forget about. How many people did you talk to that really have no clue? They have nothing.
And there were a lot of people stranded on the throughway as well. Right. Some of those things would definitely come in handy for people.
Right. And then, of course, if you know the weather's going to be bad, don't leave the house.
Yeah.
That's why I'm filling in for Tom today. He knew not to leave the house.
All right, let's take some calls. We've got Sam on the line from Kenmore this morning. Good morning, Sam. What's your question?
Good morning. I have an '06 Silverado, and it's got about 25,000 miles on it. And what I've noticed as I'm stopping, it's got ABS brakes, but they seem to be triggering, even though it's not slippery, right at the end of the braking time. Just as I pull up to a stop, I get one pulsate, and I'm just wondering if this is something that there's no ABS, warning light or anything like that. But is this something that is a simple fix, or is it a more involved thing?
Well, first off, how anti-lock brakes work, and a lot of people forget about this, is actually it's a pulsation somewhere between 18 and 20 times per second during an emergency brake situation. ABS really stands for anti-lock brakes, but for consumers, I tell people it's the ability to brake and steer. And that means that that pulsation that you're feeling, especially at the bottom of the pedal, you could have a brake problem. Remember, you're supposed to replace your brake fluid every other year, and I highly doubt 99% of the people on the road do that. A lot of technicians will do that, not even tell you, especially if they're replacing brake pads. And so make sure that if you haven't flushed the system, have it flushed, have it bled properly. If you're doing it yourself, make sure to get online and find out the bleeding procedures. As I just replaced the brake pads in my daughter's car, we found out it was different.
All right, let's take another call. We've got Debbie on the line from Hamburg this morning. Good morning. Debbie, what's your question?
Good morning. I have a 01 Kia Sephia. I just had the rear brakes replaced, cylinders and rotors and everything, and it's still like I have to press the brake to the floor. They took it back, checked it, they checked the front brakes, and then still I got to press it to the floor to get to the brake. Can you have any idea what might be going on?
Yes, it sounds like they haven't bled the brakes properly. Like I said, I just went through this myself. You need to, if you've gone to a Kia dealer and had them do it, or any technician, they should look up the bleeding procedure. That's what you want to tell them. What is the bleeding procedure? Can someone re-bleed the brakes? Because if you have new brake pads put on the front and rear, or even the rear like you've just had done, and the pedal is all the way at the floor, what that's telling you is there's still air in the system, and that needs to be removed.
All right, and you have a lot more tips in your book
I have
as well.
my book, Lauren Fix's Guide to Loving Your Car. I'll be signing it at Buffalo Seminary today during their holiday bazaar. I'll also be at Barnes & Noble next Saturday, the 19th, at the Transit Road store. You could also get this on my website, and I'll be filling in for Sandy Beach on the 24th.
All right,
answering your car questions.
Lots of things going on.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Lauren. Nice to see you always.